Some may work an hour a week, some may work 5 hours a week. There's one thing for sure, in September the jobs will go away. Government doesn't produce a thing that it doesn't take money from you to do. It produces nothing. It produces nothing. The dollars that it spends, it takes from small business. It takes from you. We have got to get America back to work. We've got to have tax structure that is fair to corporations. We have got to reduce our corporate tax rates from 35% down to 25%. I believe we've got to have capital gains taxes down to 15%. Hopefully do away with them. I believe we have got to freeze any more taxes, any more government regulation until unemployment drops under 7%. Since World War II, government spending has always gone from 18 to 20% of gross domestic product for 60-something years. This year it's pushing almost 25%. Senator Paul Ryan has introduced a bill that would say we would have a mandatory cap of 20%. Put a limit on government. Government knows no limits because it doesn't have a balanced budget amendment. It knows no limits. We have got to get people back to work. And lastly, we have got to make sure that government, like a river that has overflooded its banks and flooded into your homes, flooded into your cars, flooded into everything, flooded into your deer stands, flooded into everything you own and everything you love and hold dear. It has got to be pushed back within the banks of the river. It has a purpose. It has a purpose. But it needs to be pushed back out of our lives and run like a river should be running. And that's, thank you. That's what it takes. I do not know, going forward, I have to tell you, I'm nervous, scared, excited, jubilant, optimistic, terrified, but right. But right. And I'm going to tell you something. My mother and father who are here tonight, they taught us, fear God. Son, fear God. That is the beginning of wisdom. That is the beginning of wisdom. I fear God. I fear God. And I fear that if we don't get back to our principles, that He will forget this country. That's not going to happen on my watch. I don't know what's going to happen with me going ahead and when we swear in and we become the congressman of Florida District 2, I don't know what's going to happen, but I know this. Well, I'm going to seek His purpose and I'm going to seek His direction in my life. And I'm going to ask Him. I'm going to ask Him that I would do nothing to bring Him shame and to bring shame to the good, hardworking people of North Florida and Northwest Florida. As I travel around this district, 16 counties, I see a lot of pain, a lot of hurts. I see small businesses. Bay County's closed down 500 small businesses, 500 dreams, 500 life goals. This administration don't care because they believe that you and I derive our rights from them, not from the God who made us. I believe with all my heart that we hold these truths to be self-evident. Now, up here in country speak, we would say that's just common sense. Self-evidence is common sense. Self-evidence is common sense. That all men are created equal and are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, and that among those are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. In a country called America, I believe that our rights begin the moment that Creator creates us. Not 9 months later. Our rights begin the moment that Creator creates us. And I believe that the pursuit of happiness, that pursuit for small business and for our communities begins with hard work and honest dealings. And that has always been a formula for success in this country. When you worked hard, Mr. Grover, and when you were honest, you needed a handshake, you didn't need a contract. And as long as the sun set and you honored your word and you worked hard, you knew that tomorrow was going to be an opportunistic, better day because of the hard work and the honest dealings. That has always been a formula for success in this country. Until now. Now you can work hard and you can be honest. And you'll flat sure fail. Because you got to finance a government like a river that has overrun its banks and is flowing through every area of your life. Whether you're in banking, whether you're in funeral service, whether like you, my brother, and you in the logging and the timber business, whether you in boating and fishing, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They want it all. This year is a critical year, and I believe that the American people have waken up. I believe that they've had enough. I'm going to tell you what we need. I need you to be committed to the future for your children. I need you to be involved. We need you to be involved. To be committed to tell your family, your friends that don't know me. We've done some polling. And it's really good, the polling. Shows us hammering Alan Boyd 52 to 37. Okay? Now, I will tell you, that's the good news. The bad news is that a lot of people in CD2 don't know me. My name recognition is very low. Obviously, the west side of the district where our family's been, and people know us here. They know us to be people of our word, God-fearing people, hard-working people. But you know people that don't know me. And if you know people to the east, they probably certainly do not know me. What I'm asking you to please, once you feel comfortable with who I am, please reach out to your friends and your families to the east and tell them about Steve Sutherland for Congress. This campaign isn't about me. This campaign's about we the people. But they need to know who we are. Go to our website, SutherlandForCongress.com. Grab some of this paraphernalia that we've got back here on this table, some signs, bumper stickers. It would thrill my soul to have those Sutherland for Congress bumper stickers on every log truck that pulls across scales. Thrill me. Thrill me. And hand one to every DOT guy that stops you. Because I'd eliminate that. I need you to vote. I need you to put some shoe leather to your hopes and your hopes. And finally, as Mr. Grover alluded to a few minutes ago, unfortunately, it takes money. Now, let me tell you about a little thing about money. We are leading all Republican candidates in monies raised. If you combined everything that they've all raised, the other four candidates, we have raised more money than all the other four combined. We had these poll numbers showing that we were leading all candidates, and in a face-to-face, head-to-head, we would defeat Alan Boyd at the election for today. I will tell you, there's a great curiosity if Alan Boyd is going to make it out of his primary. But the good news is that in a head-to-head, we would beat Al Lawson as well. But we've got a lot of work to do. We do, and we're going to continue to work. We're going to get in this bus here in a few minutes tonight. We're going to drive to Crawfordville. We're going to spend the night. We're going to have a 6:30 breakfast in Crawfordville in the morning. Then we're going to make our way down to Carabel with the good folks of Franklin County. Then we're going to go over to Apalachicola. We're going to end our day down there in Mayor Pate's hometown of Port St. Joe at Frank Pate Park, named after that great mayor of 39 years of Port St. Joe. And we're going to have some barbecue there with the good folks of Gulf County. We're going to work hard. Yesterday morning we rose at 6:30. We went to Monticello. We went to Live Oak. We got home last night at midnight. And when I laid down last night, it was good. Because I knew that everything we did today was right. Was right. And with right on our side, we can go to war. We can go to war. I need you going forward, though, your financial support, but I also need your prayers. Because at the end of the day, Chronicles tells us that it is at God's discretion. It is at God's discretion that men are made great and given strength. I believe in that word. I have committed my life to absolute truth. It never changes. Yesterday, today, tomorrow. I ask you to pray for us. Not just me, my family. My wife Susan and I, we've been married 23 years. We started first grade together. We have 4 of the prettiest little girls that you can never imagine. And I love them dearly. And I will never sit on a porch with any of them and tell them about a day in a place called America. When men were free, I just seen them bring flowers to my grave. I will not tell my children about that day. I will die fighting. Pray for us. Evil will not give up lightly. It will not. They will come at me. And that's fine. If they shoot, they better not miss. But I love my family. My parents love me dearly. Pray for them. Pray for my siblings. We're going to war. And they're evil. And they would do anything to destroy me and anything that you and I believe in. I am honored that you would give us your Friday night. Thank you very much for coming to this beautiful home. I want to thank the Davises again for their kindness and their generosity. Grover Davis, like you said, he's never been involved in a campaign like this in his life. He's given campaign checks to candidates. But Grover Davis has traveled with me. He's carried me to dinners. He's come over there and worked the telephones and asked people for money, called his friends. He has invested in this campaign. And I got to tell you, you don't win Congress without Grover Davis's support. Miss Judy, thank you for loaning him to us. He's a great friend. God bless you. And as always, it is my prayer that God will always bless the United States of America. Thank you so much.
Right man at the right time. When this thing first started, I was really worried about if he was ready for Washington. I think we got the right man, though, at the right time. And we couldn't have a better candidate. We've got to get behind him. And y'all just go forward and talk to your friends. If your friends aren't registered to vote, get them to register to vote. And let's don't let the same thing happen to us this election that we did last time. Let's don't sit home and do nothing. And thank you, and appreciate you coming tonight. Hope you got plenty to eat. And if y'all want a little something to take home that you friends couldn't make it, help yourself to it.